Alright, so Jonathan, let's take a look at some things. So I've got tigers over here at the right. Got the video just sent me here. Couple things before we really dive into swing analysis is one thing I want to point out to you is head looks really good. Um, main one thing I see major here is look at where your arms are going compared to tigers. See how his is more of just a hang below his shoulders. So what this means is he's a little bit further, or he's a little bit closer to the ball, and his arms are able to hang just below his shoulders. Now, one thing that whenever you work on this, is I still want this gap to be there, and you can see Tigers is there too. I still want that nice little gap for your hands to go through, as you come through impact. So be sure whenever you work on this, and getting your hands directly hanging below the shoulders, is to make sure you don't get so close to where it bundles you up. One other thing too that I just saw, before I started recording was taking a look at the feet. You may be trying to hit a draw in this video, I'm not sure, but the feet and the shoulders are a little bit out of sync. So for this kind of setup, it looks like, for this kind of setup, you'd be trying to hit a draw. So if you aren't, I'm not sure, but if you were just trying to hit one straighter here, definitely maybe work with it on alignment stick a little bit and making sure that your shoulders are in line with your feet. So those two lines should match. So I want you to work on some of those things first before you really start with your swing. So let's let's spend like a day just working on these small little things, because these changes are going to feel pretty difficult for you at the beginning, in my opinion. After going through these kind of changes as well, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to make these changes immediately and then work on something else. So my suggestion is go back to this range and work on this for a day or two, and then when you start feeling comfortable, you take a picture or two of yourself, making sure that you're lining up square and your shoulders are square. Then I want you to start working on what I was getting ready to talk about. So backswing here, this looks really good. Hands come. It reminds me of like kind of a Ricky Fowler takeaway. Anyway, I don't know if that's what you're going for, but this looks really good. Hands are out. Hands are inside. Club head's outside. It's rotating up nicely. A little close there, but not a big deal. Heading up to the top. This looks really good. Your spine's still away. All this looks good. This is where I want you to really focus on, is after impact. I feel like if you keep practicing, eventually you might hurt your elbow a little bit. Right here, it's kind of hard to tell because this is the trial version, but there's kind of like a little bit of a hold on in your swing, in your follow through. Now I want you to focus on fully releasing the club, so hands extended fully. Taking a look at this tiger swing right here. You can't tell from this angle, but here you can tell a little bit here. But see how his left and right arm are fully extended right there? At your point over here, it looks like we're hanging on a little bit. And I want you to start really extending that out. Alright, so we're extending out, and that will go to a full finish, which is, you do have that right now, but even if you extend out, this is going to bring your follow through a little bit higher, which will be through the shoulders, kind of like what Tiger's doing here. So ball flight will get a little higher, and you'll be able to fully release the club too, which I think is going to give you some more power. So just kind of another rundown too. I want you to focus on, first of all, the first thing that we talked about, which was our setup position. We're going to get that squared up a little bit, matching our feet to our shoulders and our hips as well. I want those all in line. See, his hips are facing that way, shoulders are that way. And then I want our hands going a little bit lower too. So hanging below shoulders. So work on that. Send me some new video, and I'll send you some more. Looking forward to it.